So I was married for 19 years. It's like I at 60 years old, or even in my 50s, I don't have time to be doing a ton of soul ties. Like, it bothers me that I've been, alone for 7 years with, like waiting on someone to realize that, I'm a gold mine and you're affecting somebody's grandmother, somebody's sister, mom.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. So this video is a TikTok video, from the wonderful world of TikTok, but it was actually sent over to me on Instagram. And, the people who sent it to me wanted my feedback, my opinions, my thoughts on this situation. So I'm just going to go ahead and press play, pause, play, give you guys my thoughts on this entire situation. I've not watched this video, so we're going to go ahead and watch it authentically together.
Hey, good morning, TikTok. Hey, I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say something because, I have to say something. So I've been single now since my divorce 7 years ago. And I'm just so troubled because, the dating world, I'm 60 years old, just turned 60 on March 11th, 60 years old. And all that I've desired in the last 7 years is just somebody to love, somebody that wants to be loved, somebody that is looking for their ride or die, and I keep running into people that, men that are portraying to be something that they're not.
So you're 60 years old now. You got divorced 7 years ago. 7 years ago from 60, that would have made you 53. So at 53, you decided that you were going to divorce your husband because there was going to be somebody out there who would have been better suited for you. I don't know the dynamics of your divorce. I don't know what the situation was, but regardless of the situation, you felt at 53 that you were done with that relationship and you're going to go out here to these streets and go find you somebody better. Now you have spent the last 7 years looking for a companion and somebody to love and be in a relationship with, which is the exact same situation that I'm going to assume that you left. So we're starting off hot. You've spent 7 years so far looking for what you had. Where you at, Tia? Tia, come listen to this, Tia.
With hopes to getting, in between the love zone. And it's like, I at 60 years old, or even in my 50s, I don't have time to be doing a ton of soul ties. I just don't. Numbers mean everything to me, especially knowing how many people that I've been with. So I was married for 19 years, or at least with the idiot for 19 years. But anyway, I don't want to get beside the point. I'm heartbroken because I feel like the way of the world today is like people don't really care. They're out here just lying, manipulating, just doing anything, shooting their shot. I'm so tired of hearing that expression, shooting their shot. Anyway.
Things have changed, man. That's the expression now, okay? It wasn't when you were, single. So you were married for 19 years. She got divorced at 53. That's basically 20 years. So she was with that man since she was maybe 31, around there. And you were 31, 32. And so you were with him for that stint of time. You decided to call him an idiot. You're saying that that's foolishness and you're tired of the dating space that you're in right now.
I need for men to understand that, to sit there and lie and say that you're something or somebody that you're not, you're setting these women up for failure. And if you know God, like, you don't just get to hurt somebody, say I'm sorry, and then repent. You will be held accountable. It's just not right. I mean, you're sending women out into the community, back to work, back home. These are women that, if you can imagine, you're affecting somebody's grandmother, somebody's sister, mom, daughter. These are women that literally, there's a lot of us out here looking for love and that want to be loved. But then there's a lot of women out here hustling to make that money. God bless them. Let them do as they do. But when people tell you, or a woman says they've been saving themselves for somebody special, don't invade in their peace. Because once you disturb someone's peace, then they got to start back over with the healing process. And it just breaks my heart that this is the world we live in.
I think that maybe you should have done a little bit more research before going out to the streets in your 60s, okay, or at 60, whatever the space it is. I think that you should have done maybe more research because, again, you were with somebody, you called him an idiot, you called him dumb. I don't know. There's no context of, again, why she got divorced in the first place. The only thing that I always say is that, everybody is not going to be for everyone. But at the same token, there's only a couple of things that I would say that would be deemable for you to actually cut ties in the relationship. And that is obviously if that person is causing harm to you. I know some people can get over those things, but that's the one thing that I can say, like, all right, I would not suggest you stay in this, situation that is harmful for your health, right? But in anything else, really, I mean, there's stuff that you can be worked through. 20 years is a very long time to be in a relationship with somebody. You got used to that person, whether he's an idiot or not. You loved him at one point. You thought that the two of you were aligned at one point. So if he's a dummy, that would make two. Okay? Because at some point, you thought that that was the apple of your eye. And you guys were in this long-term relationship. You thought that you could do better, find better. And now you are out here in these streets and wanting people to treat you in a certain manner or in a certain way because of what you think, you're deserving of, which these people are showing you the quite opposite. They're showing you the difference. And again, I think that a lot of women need to be more self-reflective when they go out there into the streets because they are believing that they are the best thing since sliced bread. And I said it before, sometimes these women are with a man who is completely on their level. Okay? Sometimes the woman divorces the man and he's actually up here. He was actually doing her a favor. Then they get here out in the streets and the men who are actually, wherever they are, whether it's here, with this woman, are showing you what your results are now in this space. And now, unfortunately, the women who are out there don't know what to do. They don't know how to deal with the reality of their situation now. You're not 20 no more. You're not 25. You're not in your early 30s. And so now you are, it might be slim pickings.
Social media has taken over. Like, people don't think for themselves anymore. They see something nice and they want to go get it. And they'll lie and say whatever it is that they can say to try to get this accomplished. It's not right. It hurts me. Like, it bothers me that I've been, alone for 7 years with, waiting on someone to realize that, I'm a gold mine. But instead, they see the physical. I understand that I put myself out there in bikinis, this, that, and the other. I'm not looking for anybody on social media. Get that. But even if I were, there's still a line of respect. I don't even care if the woman is shaking her ass, in which I don't do. I don't have anything negative for how women roll. But what I do have to say that is negative, stop assuming that a woman's confidence means that she wants your...
But if you're advertising yourself at your age, do you think that somebody's going to look at you and find a gold mine? Do you think somebody's going to look at you and say, I want to be in a relationship with this woman for the rest of my life. I want to make her my wife. Or do you think that they're going to look at her and say, I'm going to look at this woman and I want to be with her for the moment? And I don't think that this should be so hard to critically think about, especially at the level of maturity that you should be at. I'm just going to keep it real. And another thing, I don't understand why people are out there in the dating world. This person doesn't have a commitment with you. You're trying to figure each other out. And you think that there's supposed to be they're supposed to have a heart in this space. No, that's for the people who sift through and then actually want to be in a relationship with you. But if you out there, honestly, anything is kind of fair game. Might not like it, but that's the truth.
That's not it. A woman's confidence, maybe she woke up feeling like, hey, I'm sexy this morning. I want to present that. And let her be. Just compliment her and keep it moving. That shooting the shot, you probably won't get a shot, but be respectful. That's what I love about TikTok.
Why would they be respectful? Okay, even me. Okay, as the way that I carry myself and stuff like that, if I were to go out there and take a thirst trapping picture and post it on my social media, it is not listen, if whatever you put out there, you're going to get something in return. So you are going to get people who are going to talk to you in a demeaning way, diminishing way, disrespectful. It's just going to happen. That's just the name of the game. You open yourself up to that kind of situation. And you have to be able to own that. It just is what it is.
Now on TikTok, I get the utmost respect, and I value y'all. I'm so choked up. But on Facebook, I get disrespected. I get talked down to. I get put down. I have people that stalk me. I have people that say negative things. I have people that simply will follow me, study me, and then, try to go in for the kill. It's just all disheartening. Are we living in this world today? Have we forgotten God? Don't forget God.
How are you talking about God and thirst trapping in the same? God said, I'm sure he get tired of y'all putting him and stuff. He said, this don't got nothing to, what are you talking about? This don't, I didn't tell you to dress like that and put that stuff up on social media. I don't understand. What did he say? The lukewarm person is far from me. I don't know them. That's what he said. That's what this is giving. You talking about thirst trapping God. This sounds like confusion.
I live every day to make sure I'm doing everything it takes to make him proud of me. You know, I have less days in front of me than I do behind me. Can we just be respectful? That's all I ask. Stop playing games, please. Just be respectful.
No. Here's the thing, right? This is my genuine feelings. A lot of these women make these decisions and they genuinely don't think things through. When a woman says, "Oh, I'm fed up. I could leave. I could find somebody else." I say it all the time. I'll continue to say it again and again and again. They're like, "Oh yeah, the grass is green on the other side." They get a step stool, look over the fence. There's dust, dirt, pebbles, rocks, no grass. Then, when they over there with the dust and pebbles and stuff like that, they still trying to pick and make it and turn it into grass. No, you had grass. You had grass. You decided you no longer wanted to water that grass, regardless of what the situation was, because you can go out there and find better. You decided that there was going to be some higher, better grass. This grass was, some of the sun done burnt up this piece of grass. It was a little dry on this side. And again, instead of watering it, there's going to be perfect grass on the other side. And then when you get over there and find out there's not, then you're miserable. You're crying. You're confused. You feel a certain way because men are objectifying you, although you have just said that you are objectifying yourself on social media. That's the reality. The reality is that the dating pool when you are in your 60s as a woman is not going to be the same exact thing when you are 19, 20, 21, 25. That's just the reality of life. It's the reality. Doesn't mean that it's impossible. But it's not the same ratio, the same percentage of, people finding relationships and finding love again as it is when you were younger. That's just the reality. And you should know this because you decided that you were going to get married. I'm not sure if she had children or whatever the case is in your early 30s. You ended up doing that and you stayed. I don't know the reason why in which you got divorced. I'm not sure. But let's say, for instance, that it wasn't anything that was harming you and it was just you got fed up, you got tired, the spark died or whatever the case is, you stopped watering that grass. And now you are in the space that you are facing reality. Reality ain't always going to feel good. Reality ain't going to always feel loving and warm and cozy. Sometimes reality is going to just put you in check and show you the reality of what the situation is. You out there, I don't know if your ex-husband want to be with you. You want to go, you called him an idiot. So obviously you don't want to go back there, but you going to have to make it do what it do. You can't complain because you divorced that person and you made this decision. You got to just own it. Can't cry. Okay. It might hurt your feelings, but you got to own the decision that you made. It's just the reality. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. I also want to say, at the end of the day that unfortunately a lot of women are going to be on this space of the dating pool. A lot of these women who are getting amped up by their homegirls and their friends to get divorced are going to find out the hard way. Again, ain't no grass. It's just a reality. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.